church is filled with givers. I'll tell you that. So when an opportunity like this presents itself, it's just such a blessing and opportunity to be part of what God is doing, to move. And that's how we experience God. That's how we get to know the closeness that He wants to be with us as we make ourselves available. He'll use us, and we are blessed by that. So truly it is blessed to give than it is to receive. God's been working on my heart, and as Pastor's been mentioning, He's kind of realigning us up with that vision. For the longest time, growing up in the church, I've been a Christian for many years, but hearing that story about Cain and Abel and how they both brought an offering to the Lord. But what happened? God did not respect the offering that Cain gave, in so much that Cain was mad and killed his own brother. Here's Cain tending his crop. He brings out a harvest and brings it to the Lord as an offering, but it wasn't his first harvest. It wasn't his first fruit. Whereas Abel, he brought the first of his lamb. He brought the first fruit into the house of God. And God poured him out a blessing. And what happened to Cain? A curse came upon him because he defiled the first fruit offering of the Lord. And when that hit me, I started thinking, you know what? Maybe I haven't been doing things right. Maybe I have just been tipping God and not bringing really the first fruit. What's the first check I write out? What's the first cash that comes out of my account? What's the first time I have in the morning? It's praising God is how it should be. That's the first fruit offering. It's the time we have. So when this opportunity came up, it was such a blessing to let God move. And here we are again. We have another opportunity to go to the Philippines. I approached Pastor. I gave him a vision that I believe God has impressed on my heart for this time around. In 2010, we fed maybe about 500 families. We intend to do the same, but a little differently. Here's what I believe the Lord has impressed on my heart, is we'll say buy the same amount of food, 500 items, but we're going to invite 250 people. There's a reason behind this. There's, again, the heart of a giver. The heart of a giver. God laid the foundation of a giving heart. He gave His life, first of all. Violence sin came in. But then He redeemed us by giving His first fruit offering. He gave Jesus the first fruit offering that we could have life. So if we foster this heart of giving, I believe this is the plan and will of God. It has been from the beginning. It's that giving heart. And whether it's in a small grocery bag or package, God can move with that. And here's how I believe God's going to move this time. What He's impressing my heart is to invite 250 people. We have 500 food packages to give out. We're going to give each one a package. It's not going to stop there. We're going to give them a second package. And we're going to let them be part of this giving heart. We're going to tell them, you know what? You guys know the outskirts of this town. You know the little crannies, the nooks. You know the people that are in need. Please take this other offering, this other grocery package, and give it to those in need. Let's become part of this giving heart. Let's let God move and watch as God pours out a blessing on those that are receiving and giving in line with God's word. So we invite you guys. We're scheduled for February 20th to leave for the Philippines. As of right now, we've scheduled with the principal of the school, the same school, to do the outreach on the 25th. But we're looking into changing that maybe a little later in March to hopefully have a little bit more time to plan. But we invite you guys to partake and be a part of this blessing of others, because truly it is blessed to give than it is to receive. And watch God move in your lives too as you become part of this. Amen. This is how we get to know God. It's such a blessing and honor. And I thank you for your time. Thank you, Pastor.
I just want to add what Jeff just said about giving. If you have something in your heart, that will be great to help us send us in the Philippines. And also, I don't want just to stop right there for you to give to this mission. I want you to spread it to somebody. That way they can be a blessing to those people in the Philippines.
Amen. Get as much involved as you can. So this is God moving. I sense it. Again, I'm no different than anybody else in here. I'm just letting God use us as a family. Let's do this. Let's do this for the Lord because it's what He wants. It's that giving heart. He did it with his first fruit. Let's do it with ours. Amen.